Yo, yo. Yes, I. What's going on?
We're back again.
Yeah, you're some low, Casey.
The mic low?
Yeah,
Still low?
still low.
Yo, yo, yo.
Yeah, she. So back again after a good week for me, week 14. It's a good week for my 49ers. Push us up into the sixth seed for the playoffs. And we had, so I think kind of a good spot right there.
You in the 60 last week.
Can you hear me now?
No, we had actually
KG,
moved. You're low, KG.
just kick KG out of the live one time.
Remember, we had dropped down. We dropped down into the seventh because we had lose against Seattle, and then Washington had win. But then when Washington lose earlier, we bunny hopped them,
Okay.
and then with the win over Cincinnati, we were able to stay in the sixth seed.
There you
Can
go.
you hear me now?
Yes, I loud and clear now, partner. You're good to go.
That computer make this make mother dead.
So you got first 7 wins. All the rest teams got 6 wins.
Yeah.
So you should be good. And then your nemesis that you wanted to lose, they won. So you ain't catching them.
Well, I
The
really want.
Rams,
Well, I
The
didn't really
Rams,
want. I didn't really want none of them teams to win, but I ain't want to catch the Rams, and I really ain't want to catch the Rams.
be good if you do.
It would be good if I do, but I ain't really want to.
So essentially, what was your biggest takeaway from the 49ers for this past week?
I think I listened to Matt Mayoki today on his podcast, and he was giving out the grades for the team, and he was kind of torn on how to grade the secondary, which everybody know, all secondary was dismantled for this game. I mean, we had Josh Norman, but we lost Eman Mosley. Um, Deontay Johnson was supposed to start, but his mom suffered a heart attack on Friday, on Thursday, and he flew out Friday to be with her, and she passed away Sunday morning. So he couldn't be in the league. So then we had to start the rookies. And I told y'all on the last show that I know how we gotta stop them three prolific wide receivers. And for some, by the grace of God, somehow we ain't stop them, but we hold them in check where they weren't they wasn't in the end zone and they didn't ride us too bad. You know what I'm saying? It took them till the third quarter, fourth quarter to score 2 touchdowns. And only one receiver scored 2 touchdowns. Granted,
T Higgins had a big game
yeah,
though.
you guys had a big game,
Yeah,
but yeah, you had a big game, but you didn't. We kept you out of the end zone.
that's true.
Jamar Chase, he had a big game till the fourth quarter where he's them two bombs and the one scramble out of the pocket touchdown, and then the one bomb to him that he catch all on the rookie. And then Tyler Boyd had a quiet game too, but he had 50 something yards receiving. So I think our secondary did pretty well against those three receivers. And then our front four was just awesome against their line. We eliminated the run game completely from Joe Mixon. And then we were able to sack Burrow. Bosa had 3 sacks by himself. So I think we sacked him maybe 5 times.
Right.
So, and then our offense was steady. Our offense was steady. I mean, we put the part of the team that sucked was the special teams, right? Our special team really, I think they get a C grade because we had chance not to even go to overtime. We should have walked off that field with a win, but Robbie Gould missed the field goal after putting him in a good position to hit the field goal. He just missed it, and he's supposed to be Mr. Automatic. So I mean, overall, we win the game. We should have won the game, and we won it. It's too much times that we have games like those that we don't win. Like the game against Seattle, we should have won that game. We lost it. But I'm happy. I get a W. I'm good. It don't take much. Once I get a win, I good. That's all I count at the end of the day.
That's good, and I see Jimmy's playing within the system, which is very good as well.
Yeah.
Jimmy had a good game. I mean, if you break down Jimmy had 249 yards, 2 touchdowns. I think he was like 27 for 41, I think it was. And you look at some of them passes that Jimmy made to move the ball on the field, it was clutch. The pass to get to Kittle in the middle of the field on 35 for 12.
Yeah, that was a great pass.
Yeah, down and low away from everybody to him, to Kittle. That's the only person can catch it. And it was a brilliant pass. Now, granted, Jimmy almost cost us the game and he almost should have picked 6. But
That would have been it.
Yeah,
That's when you would have. That's when you would have heard the fans go crazy on Jimmy.
Yeah, I think he'd had to walk out of the stadium the next day.
Yeah.
But what should you say? That's why you play every Sunday, right?
That's where you play every Sunday.
So, but I good. I was impressed by the secondary. I mean, Ambry Thomas, his first start of the season, he had a couple. He played Jamar Chase and he tried to jam Jamar Chase and keep hitting him in the face, which negated an interception and negated a sack. But it really didn't come back to hurt. I think he did a good job against Chase, actually, other than those, right? I mean, he got beat. He got beat on the bomb touchdown to tie the game to go into overtime. But again, that wasn't his fault. I think that I blame that completely on D'Amico, because you cannot put a rookie on Jamar Chase. You protecting a rookie all game. You put a rookie on an island by himself with no safety help. What do you think that happened? That's all Burrow looking for all game, is to wait to see which one, if the rookie gonna be out there by himself and he can bomb it to Jamar Chase and leave Jamar Chase do a catch. So that's my take. I'm 76.
So do you think if you keep getting the elite play from Kittle the next couple of weeks, and a healthy Debo and Ayuk keep ascending, do you think that you guys can make a deep run in the playoffs?
I think we can make some nice in the playoffs. I know how deep we can go, because as soon as we start off, we gotta face a heavy hitter. No matter what position we in right now, it's gonna be a heavy hitter, right?
I still think you guys could make a good little run.
You guys can make an upset.
That team, the team, when you look at it, the 49ers team, it's not a bad team by any means. He had some bad luck with injuries, but the team isn't a bad team. When you look at it, the defense is good once everyone is healthy. I think it comes down to
come down to the corners.
No, I mean, I know Shane Parker Mosley all the time. And they don't have to blitz much because they got a good front four. The linebacker core is superior. I mean, it comes down to, again, what we always say. As long as Jimmy stays within the system, you don't ask him to try to take over the game. Follow the run game. Follow him play action. Get a ball to Kittle, Debo, or you get him to the playmakers. Let those guys do their job. Because if you look at it again, what we've been talking about all the time, the first 4 or 5 teams, would you put Jimmy in the category with them?
In a quarterback wise?
Yeah.
Not right now,
no.
Exactly. So again, it comes down to, can Jimmy just do his job and not try to be an Aaron Rodgers or?
But no, we ain't asking Jimmy to be that. If Jimmy could come back and play the way he played in the 2019 season, if we enter the playoffs and we get that Jimmy, a lot of them teams in trouble.
Right. He just needs to play within the system that Shanahan gives him. And that's good, because one thing Shanahan ain't no dummy when it comes to calling offensive plays or his game plan. You guys got good playmakers. Debo, Ayuk, Kittle is exploding now. Plus, we know how good the run game is.
Right.
Remember,
you didn't see that against Cincinnati because Elijah Mitchell injured. Greenlaw was injured, so that's all linebacker. We don't have our starting corner. He was injured. You know what I'm saying? So it's like you don't really get to see my team in full capacity against that Cincinnati team, and we were able to still get the win.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I don't. I think if we had we even though we didn't have Elijah Mitchell, we averaged 4.3 yards a carry in that game. So I could imagine what Elijah Mitchell would have done in that game.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Kittle blew up for 150 something yards, you know, in a touchdown. Debo had one big play, which I think they really limit Debo because of his groin. They don't want to re-aggravate his groin. So he was limited in that game. And we had some backup fellas that made some big plays. That Joanne Jennings had a big catch, two big catches I think he had.
You had a big catch, yeah.
You know, you had Kittle doing his thing. Ayuk came in clutch. He do his thing. I mean, Ayuk is quietly he quietly doing that on the scene. He averaging about 40, 50 yards a game now. Quietly. And that boy's a beast. So he started getting loose. You know, he started getting a little looser. We get back into the rhythm where we open up our run game. People started to step up because they want to stop the run. And Jimmy hit him with that play action. We got Kittle, Debo, all Ayuk running on the field. Is in NFL defense, if our front keep playing like what they're playing, and we can get back our secondary healthy again, some of them teams don't want to see us. Some of them teams really don't want to see us.
That's true.
Yeah, your team. That's a scary team to play.
You guys actually make some noise in the playoffs.
Yeah, it's not a game that you could overpower. Nobody
Unlike-
wants to overpower you guys.
I like the Eagles trying to make the playoffs to do nothing.
Because you know, Kittle right now, you know, Kittle averaging his last two games. Kittle got 322 yards receiving, 3 touchdowns.
But that's what we expect from Kittle. He's an all pro.
Right.
He's an all pro. I think what hurt Kittle is just injuries.
Right.
As no one
Injuries.
denies his talent.
Right. And I quote, you know, I read an
In
article.
a passing and a run game.
Right. Because he's on my side blocking.
Right.
And he loved the
Exactly.
block. He loved the block. So, but I quote from Zach Taylor, the coach at Cincinnati. He say, "We know about Kittle. We had a game plan to stop him. We tried everything, and we couldn't stop him. You know." And I think we had this conversation earlier. I think we had a conversation when we did the preview show on Saturday, where I say, "Well, you know, Debo hot,
Shade the coverage of the issues.
right?
It's
And
my
and
shade
we
the
don't
coverage to
have
Kittle.
we don't have Elijah Mitchell, so you don't really
Yeah.
have to worry about the run game." And I say you have they could double Kittle,
Yeah, shade the coverage over the Kittle. Leave Ayuk beat you.
and I
Leave
still
Ayuk
think.
and the other receivers beat you.
And I think they just I think they got confused. I ain't gonna lie to you. I
Yeah.
think Cincinnati got confused of what Shanahan was scheming up in the back. I think when Debo ran that one touchdown play, I think that's what got them confused. They didn't want to see that again. You know, they didn't want to see that again. So I don't know if they started key more. Cause Debo on the field, but he just was like a more of a decoy
Right.
than anything. And then you had Jeff Wilson. Jeff Wilson's a big back. So I know he will. I mean, he was taking some. He had to be hunting them boys. Had to be, cause he's a big back. He ain't like Elijah. Elijah's a more scat, but Wilson is a speed power back. So I think they got confused. I think once again Shanahan coach the other coach,
Zach Taylor.
and it shows. You know, Shanahan's an exceptional coach.
Shanahan got much more experience in the league than Zach Taylor has.
Mhm. So, you know, Mike Miyake, he touched on we're going to play the Falcons next week or this week, and he will ask the question, who has the advantage? Because Shanahan coach Rand knows Shanahan, but everybody's thinking the coach should have the advantage, right? Because Shanahan know what Rand weaknesses is. Shanahan might be running a whole different playbook than what he ran with Rand back in the day. So we'll see.
Yeah, he can know Shanahan, but the team that Matt Ryan plays for is nothing compared to the fact that that's
Exactly. So that should be.
so.
I think Debo should actually sit out for that game and rest up a little bit.
The rest,
Yeah, they're trying to play because you guys will be able to beat the Falcons without Debo.
Yeah,
We got issue there.
They don't have great corners. They don't have great safeties. Are good to great safeties. Are good to great corners. They have a decent linebacker in Deion Jones,
yeah,
and they have a somewhat of an okay D line, and maybe
Big baby
only
greedy.
only big baby graded on that D line, and that's it. And maybe what Dante Fowler, I think.
Well, he's in doing it. I wouldn't
But
say he's
exactly. So that's
average.
what I'm saying. So the Fernandez should be able to run all day on the Atlanta Falcons defense.
If the 49ers stick to the game plan, which is continue to pound that ball, they'll walk over
Yeah, they should
Atlanta.
be able to rack up. They should be able. We should be able to rack up at least 200 yards.
They'll walk over Atlanta
200
easy.
yards should be an easy day.
We know Atlanta isn't a very good team. Their record is 6-7. But by other standards, that's not a good team.
And also the Atlanta Falcons offensive line isn't
Was it?
that great too. So
Yeah.
Bosa, Armstead, they should be eaten too.
Yep.
yeah. You see.
Should be eaten.
But again, that's why we play on Sundays.
Well,
That's the
we
Yeah,
playing,
but I think
we
right now
playing
the
hard.
49ers looking to get in the playoffs too. So I think they're more focused. They're going to be more focused in that game.
I just a few weeks ago, I remember everyone said, "How the Vikings gonna run over the Lions?" Didn't go
Yeah,
like that.
but Mike Zimmer, that guy, I don't know.
Well, Mike Zimmer, we can say that guy, but Mike Zimmer and Dalvin Cook destroy the Steelers.
Yeah, but the Steelers, are the Seahawks. They ain't themselves. You know, they ain't
It's not
themselves right now.
the Steelers in itself, Big Benny in himself.
Yeah,
Russell
Big,
in
Big
here.
Ben.
No,
Big
but
Ben.
Big Ben don't run the Big Ben don't run the defense.
Yeah.
Davin Cook had a field day. And that Steelers defense is supposed to be something to be a kind of fair sum.
That
TJ
comes
Watt,
that comes to
you know,
bad coaching too. That was terrible coaching.
On the defensive side.
Thielen gone was injured.
yep.
Shadow cover Justin
Yeah,
Jefferson, and
exactly.
then
Stack
shadow
the box.
cover Jefferson, and then everyone
Stuff the
focused
box.
on
Stack the box.
Stack the
exactly.
box.
What's so hard in doing that? Again, sometimes the coaches just think that they can outsmart others, but you got a game plan. The best thing happened for the Steelers was Thielen going down, so you don't have to concentrate on him either.
Exactly.
Dalvin Cook, stuff the box, Justin Jefferson, shadow cover, and that's it. Leave somebody. If you last with Osborne or Jack Conklin or them fellows saying that they had over 150 yards receiving, then you'll say, okay,
Right.
we got beat by someone else. But you
Exactly.
got beat by the one person that everybody knows who to beat you, and you did nothing about it.
Jefferson
So
and Cook.
Well, Justin Jefferson was open every play.
He could have
Every
easily
play.
had. He could have
Yeah.
easily had 300 yards in that game.
Every play he was wide open. And I mean wide open. But Cock is trash. So Cock couldn't hit the broadside of a barn that
He's
day.
just a veteran journeyman quarterback. That's it.
yeah, he's not that
That's it. He's
person
a
that can
veteran journeyman quarterback.
take you
That's
over
it.
the
You
top.
know. He
He gotta
probably
have he gotta make sure he's
20%.
in the right system
Exactly.
for him to do something good. And I mean, the reason Kirk Cousins would put up good points now and then is because he got Dalvin Cook behind him, then he got the Justin Jefferson and Thielen. But would you trust him to on the game on a line to carry a team or take
That's already been proven. It's already been proven.
People say no.
Mhm.
Every time Cock get in the playoffs, he's a first round exit.
You
So
probably think
that's
he only won one game against the Saints, and that was it. But the
That was when he
playoff.
was in that when he did.
No,
Um
I mean that was when he was playing with
with the Vikings.
Vikings. Yeah.
but those guys we going back to the 49ers, we all got faith in the 49ers that they'll destroy the Falcons. No one will pick them over the no one will pick the Falcons over the 49ers. Well,
Right.
I know I wouldn't. I know Jizzle wouldn't, and then
Exactly.
That's Simone's team. So
And
do that.
and no Kevin Ridley too.
Yeah. So it's not.
So
It's,
even if they had Cabrera, I don't think I'd afraid that too
Right.
much because it's still only that's what one receiver. Kyle Pitts ain't show me nothing yet. I mean, he there, but Ryan like he can't find him, so I don't know.
I
And the
wouldn't
only
Because right
thing,
now
say. Well, you
because
see,
he's the only weapon on the team.
they
So
execute the game plan on the Falcons good that other defenses should look at. They zone in on Kyle Pitts. They don't.
exactly.
All
Yeah.
teams make sure Kyle Pitts ain't gonna beat us,
yeah,
and that's
Yep.
why a lot of teams don't understand. Kyle Pitts is not going to beat us, and that's all they do. But other teams will go there and get fancy and want to do all kinds of stuff. You see, remember when we were watching when the Panthers game was on, they put Stephon Gilmore
Gilmore and Pitts.
on Pitts, and then there
Right.
was zone in Cardell Patterson, and then all in the game, you saw what they did. They started to pick on CJ Henderson
Right.
and by himself. So they bent CJ Henderson and then put Stephon Gilmore, Russell Gage.
Right.
He wasn't scoring, and then Kyle Pitts wasn't doing nothing. But the run game was working. But
Right.
Matt Ryan didn't really do nothing in terms of passing the city, tread anybody, and so whenever the Falcons play anybody, I guarantee Parsons will be licking them chops because the line is not good. Matt Ryan is not mobile. That's two bads there.
Mm-hmm.
If you stuff Kyle Pitts and stuff Cardell Patterson, he got to look to find a receiver, and more than likely he ain't get sacked.
Right.
So I mean,
and I
people
think
is
that's gonna be the game plan that we got. I think the Martha Ryan's gonna come out and stop that line, stop Cordell Patterson, and make Matt Ryan beat us.
probably yeah. That would be the perfect game plan.
Right? Like I said, we have all like Fred could cover cut. I ain't worried about that. Fred could cover cut. I think if Greenlock come back, Greenlock could cover cut.
Right.
And we know Matt Ryan. Matt Ryan is probably always saying to himself, "I need to get this ball off my hand fast because I know the line can't hold up."
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
So he's been in the league long enough to know that I would get killed here by keep holding the ball. So he'll try to get the ball off his hand fast.
Oh, from the first slash, he gonna want to get a ball off here.
Yeah, he
The
knows
first
he has
slash.
to get the ball off his hand. So we just got to keep it going and see what happens. But like you said, it was a good week for the 49ers. You got your W.
Yep.
You guys are in sixth place, which is good. I mean, the Washington lost, Seahawks won, Vikings won. The Philadelphia Eagles are firmly in the playoff hunt. I don't think
Yeah.
Dizzle said that a few weeks ago, but they are firmly in the hunt.
Yeah, we're in the playoff hunt right now.
Yeah,
I
so
think we are the number 8 seed.
I mean, Tua, you got some meaningful
So
football to watch.
a big football game this Sunday against the Redskins, against the Washington football team.
Yep, that's gonna be a
Big
very
game this
big.
Sunday.
Check see who the Vikings playing. Who the Vikings playing this week? So that's Philly and Washington.
Minnesota playing Chicago on Monday night.
And then they're looking for that too. So,
They as well are 6 and 7.
and I ain't going there and put it past that Minnesota wouldn't lose a thing. They lost to the Lions already. I stopped giving faith in them.
And the Saints are playing Tampa Bay. They're looking for another playoff spot. But Atlanta is also in the playoff race too, so
Yeah.
Yep.
they're going to be get up to play.
But we all know Atlanta. Even Atlanta knows that Atlanta ain't no any good.
Right.
So I don't think they kind of, you know, kind of. I mean, the record states that they're still fighting for the playoffs, but
Right.
how many persons will go there and say, "Oh, Atlanta's gonna make some nice in the playoffs"? No one. None of us will see it. So, but we got some meaningful football games to look forward to on Sunday and Saturday and Thursday.
And Thursday's a big game.
Chargers and
The Chiefs.
Chiefs, big game as well.
And Thursday.
So it looks like everyone is gonna have a Merry Christmas except Carolina. Because if we sum up our weekend, it just states that our team is not a very good team. They're not playing as a team right now. It looks like they don't care. And the sad thing about it is it looks like Matt Rule has lost his locker room. We won't go that far to say he has totally lost it, but it looks like he's in over his head. The way if you watch him on the sideline, it's like he's in over his head, or he's like, "Oh, what did I get myself into?" Those kind of looks and moments. And right now, it's not a good look for Carolina. I watched the press conference, and Rule, he's just trying to say stuff that you would normally say in a press conference.
Right.
But I mean, some of the players are still trying to keep a positive mindset. But I know the players are actually feeling how bad it is right now, because this is not what they expected going into the season at 5-7, 5-8. This is not what they expected, and we could always woulda, shoulda, coulda. You could have win this and that, but that's not the NFL. And there was one quote from our offensive lineman Dennis Daly. I wouldn't even call him a lineman. He's trash. But there was a there was a play that he and Cam Irvin, no one blocked Big Baby Greedy. He came in for a sec. Two of them was looking at each other, throwing their hands up. You just came off a bye week. You got a game plan. You had 2 weeks to train. And then as Daly said in the press conference, it wasn't my job to help Cam Irvin on that play. It was a communication error. You just had a bye week. You had 2 weeks off. And two of y'all looking at each other and you saying, well, it wasn't my job to build. It wasn't your job. What nonsense you saying no?
Right.
That's to tell you how bad the line. It wasn't my job to help. Man, if you got free hands and nobody on you, you should be helping whoever it is.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to hear that. And that's why we get tossed around like a bunch of puppets in the NFL, because we can't be going on. You can't be saying stuff like that. And then I saw one of the Panthers talk shows, and for the whole weekend, Matt Rule was trending on Twitter, but for the wrong reason. They had a big fire Matt Rule Twitter trend, and I mean, if you look at it like this, David Tepper's a billionaire. He invested in a product. It doesn't look good that his product is in a negative spotlight right now.
Right.
If I'm a billionaire and I trying to invest and make something good, and my thing is and my product is showing negativity, I'm gonna have to do something about that. I can't have a negative product, because I'm sure people will be laughing at David Tepper and saying you wasting your money. So, in my opinion, I do think Matt Rule is fighting for his job. I do think they're gonna actually that Atlanta Falcons game. I do think that was the nail in the coffin for him. I think they're gonna make a change this year. Maybe they may give him one more year just to see if he can figure out the offense.
They probably might do him like what Dougie P the Eagles did Dougie P. Bring him into the office and ask him, tell him that he needs to get rid of this coaching staff that he has and bring a new coaching staff. And then
I
you have
could
to
see
bring him
that
back
happening.
another time, bring him back for next meeting and see what he has as a coaching staff. And if they don't like it, they might just fire him.
I can see that happening.
Yeah.
Then I can also see that David Tepper will get impatient and say, look, I don't mind paying you. I can pay you however much. Bitch, I'm a billionaire. I can do whatever I want. See, I need to get rid of you and just start doing something, because
Right.
David Tepper gotta be. He don't have no hair on his head, but I feel he'll be pulling his scalp. He got to be doing something right now with the product on the field, because the team isn't a bad team on paper, but I think coaching makes the team look even worse than how it is. Because if you look at some of the games, it looks like the Lions would beat them in a game. That's how bad it looks on the field in terms of coaching and just player personnel. So I am actually anxious to see what's gonna happen at the end of the year. I know there's gonna be some major changes, but we have to.
So before you get to the end of the year, yeah, my buy comes up this week.
But I'm a little less. I'm a lot less concerned with the Panthers. No, because the Bills aren't playing up to what the Bills should be playing as.
But I'm pissed.
So yeah, but we said that last week too, and look how it turned out. Then we said that when they
They
played the
came out slow last
Jaguars,
week.
oh, they pissed against the Jaguars. Then the Colts
Yeah.
ran all over them. So
Yep.
everybody does get pissed, and then they piss up themselves after. So I mean, me hopefully, I do hope the Bills win, because then it would send my draft status very high.
Boy,
But
I draft status looking bad. I checked the draft status the other day. I
no
think the
man, we got the
Panthers
eight, we the 8 seed.
not bad.
No, no, no. That's a top
That's
10
good.
pick. It's a top 10 pick.
What do you mean bad? Bad as in we ain't high enough?
You don't high enough.
Well, we can't pass the Lions, one. We can't
Yeah.
pass the Texans, two. We
Can't
can't
pass
pass
the
the
Jaguars.
Jaguars. That's
Yeah.
three.
Can't pass the
But look at it-
Jets.
But actually, look at it from here now. The Lions, the Texans, the Jaguars. That's three. The next four picks is only two teams: the Jets and the Giants. The Jets got their own individual pick that we can't pass, but they got, I think, the Seahawks pick, which the Seahawks would bump over us. The
Right.
Seahawks gonna bump over us. Then the Giants got the Giants pick and the Bears pick, and the Giants own the tiebreaker over the Panthers. So all we need is the Giants to have the same record as the Panthers, and we'll get a higher pick. So I'm assuming, if wishful thinking, we can get about the sixth pick. We can get a sixth pick, and the perfect scenario would be trade down from the sixth pick to about the 10th, just because we don't have any second or third pick. Second round or third round pick.
Well, right now the 10th is held by KJ.
Yeah.
Right, and they got draft capital. Well,
We got a lot of draft capital.
the Philip might not have draft capital. They might go all in for Deshaun Watson, and then don't have draft capital. So, I mean, anything can happen. Right,
we could probably we still have draft capital because we could probably give up 2 first-round picks, Jalen Hurts. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no. I ain't saying that you're gonna lose completely draft
I think-
capital. Draft capital as in you got 3 first rounds. No,
Right, exactly.
you may trade.
You made trade all 3 first-round picks and
Right.
and Jalen Hurts.
Or you may trade, say like you had number 12 and you want to go up to number 6. You may trade the number 12 pick plus the last first round pick
Exactly.
to go up to that spot, and then you still have 2 first round picks because you need 2 impact players. So I mean, anything could happen.
I think it's probably Roseman credit for that. He's good at trading and picking players, picking draft picks and stuff like that. But that's about it.
Yeah, I'm fascinated. I ain't afraid to say it. I'm looking at the off season. I'm not even evaluating the players because half the players look like they don't want to be there. Half the players don't even want to play with Matt Rule. It's hard to evaluate.
When
a
teams
bad
losing, when teams losing, the players look disinterested.
Exactly. And it's a bad product on the field, and it starts with strength. One of the analysts was saying that our main concern is we don't have any strength along the defensive line, which makes a lot of sense. And that's something I've been saying for a lot of the season. You can't play Hassan Reddick and Brian Bones on the edge and force down. They're going to run it down there through. You're putting more pressure on Derek Brown and whoever the other defensive tackle is. Because you can't have 2 speed rushers on the line and first down. You can have it on 3rd and 9 and 3rd and 8 when they could go after the quarterback. But there's no way you can survive in the NFL with having 2 speed rushers on the edge and first down and like 2nd and short and so. Of course, they're gonna pick up the yards. I tired seeing Brian Bones get pushed back and a run and play, and Hassan Reddick and those guys getting pushed back and run and play. That's not their thing. They're rushers. They're rush specialists. We need size along the line to counter on like first down and 2nd and short and those stuff. And that's why I think Phil Snow gonna go right with Matt Rule going too, because he don't make that type of adjustment. We look at football long enough to know when a team wants to run the ball, you got to get heavy up front. You have to get heavy.
But we don't
get heavy. And you see, that's why we falter so late in the games, because if I pushing around Brian Bones and Reddick and those speed rushers all in the game, you ain't think they're going to be tired in the 3rd quarter and 4th quarter? Them tired getting pushed around, so them energy dead. No, if you had big guys up front to manage the first down load and those kinds of stuff, then you'd have more fresher leg. We always get killed in the third, late third, or the fourth because the players tired. And you know what I'm tired from? Even from passing. They're tired from run blocking. Especially when you're small. You know, if you're smaller and a big guy coming at you and you got a gap contain and those stuff, you can't hold a gap. They're gonna push you down. And that's where we
Yeah,
go wrong. But we don't
them
make the
fellas,
adjustments.
yeah, them fellas love
We
them.
got,
Them fellas
yeah,
love the run black too, boy.
we got a lot of
Offensive linemen
impact.
love the
We
run
got
black.
a lot of impact players, but they make no impact plays. And that's sad about the Panthers team. That if you look at the defense and who's on the defense, if I write out the names of the defense, you'd say impact player, impact player. But then go and look and see if you can find an impact play. And unfortunately, you can't. The defense just because they're so worn out at the end of the game,
Right.
worn out. And then when you got bad offense that don't eat none of the clock, and the defense always on the field, you're gonna always have a bad product on the field. If your offense isn't there to run the ball effectively and take up some of the time, and the defense is playing 40 to 45, 35 to 40 minutes, of course you're going to lose in the fourth quarter because your defense tired. But
That's
And there's
I
facts.
mean,
nobody and there's
yeah,
nobody in
it
that team
is.
to game plan for
Yeah.
actually. Because
You see,
Christian McCaffrey ain't there no more.
and look, we could always make the fun about Cam and everything, but it ain't like Cam played bad on Sunday. Like Cam didn't play. He made a boneheaded play with this fumble. He fumbled the ball. His offensive lineman step on his foot. He fall down. He fumbled the ball. He tried to pass it after Chuba Hubbard. That was bad. The interception that he made was a very good interception on a zone play. You know, zone players, you read the eyes of the quarterback. The
Right.
guy went one way and turned back the other way and pick it. Outside of that, Cam moved the ball effectively, and we were moving the ball effectively for the whole game. The problem was those two costly turnovers. They got this stupid PJ Walker package that I was telling you about. He, I don't know what package it is that you come on your first play and throw interception. I don't know what package that is. Somebody got to tell me what package that is there. 'Cause I don't know what package play that is. But we all know, like Shane would know, you run the ball effectively, you take time off the clock, you wear out the opponent's
Hmm.
defense. Unfortunately, that's the game plan for the Panthers. They run the ball against the Panthers and they wear out the defense. Look, we got top-notch corners. We got Brian Bones and Hassan Reddick that create havoc on third down. But you know why they don't create havoc? Because it's always third and three or third and two and those kinds of stuff. Because they run the ball. They run the ball, and if you keep running the ball like that, you're gonna wear your team out. So we got a lot of issues, and it looks like it. I keep saying it. It starts from the coaching. They don't make no adjustments. I'm sorry, I don't mind. Matt Rule probably is a good coach, great coach in college, but he's not a good coach for the Panthers. So they need to make that change. That's my opinion. They need to make the change, and then they need to do a lot of changeover on that team. Scrap the offensive. I do believe they could build a line, but it looks. I need to see what happens, and you need to draft a quarterback too. I don't want them to draft a quarterback with a top 10 pick. I don't. They need to draft an offensive lineman or trade down and get more picks. But I'm not Scott Federer. I'm not David Tepper. I don't know what's gonna happen. So I don't know. My head hurting me now from talking about the Panthers. So change the topic. As my head hurting me.
Yeah. You go up to you go up to the Eagles.
Yeah, go to the Eagles or something. My head hurting me.
I mean, the Eagles got a big divisional game
We have
here.
a big divisional game against the Washington football team. Both teams are 6 and 7, and are probably at the 8th and 9th seed. Pretty much so.
Did
It's gonna
Washington
be.
did Washington drop over the 7th seed?
I think they
No,
did.
Washington is seven.
It's
Washington
still
is seven.
7, right? And
Yeah,
what, Eagles are 8?
Eagles gotta be eight or tied for eight with a bunch of other teams.
No, we had 9. We are below Minnesota,
Oh yeah,
so we had 9. Minnesota. No, we had 10. Minnesota is at 9, and we had 10. Yeah.
So who at 8?
So Washington is at 8.
So who at 7?
San Fran.
No, that
Hold
can't be
on.
right, man. That
No,
can't
no,
be right.
4, 5,
9 right.
No, Washington at 7.
Yeah,
Yeah, Minnesota's at 8, and we at 9.
yeah.
Yeah, Eagles are at 9. So
Okay.
it's gonna be a big divisional game.
Yeah,
I
that's
wanna
gonna be a good game
I'm gonna I won't say much for this game right now. I'm gonna save some for Saturday.
for the
But
preview. Yeah.
I wanna see Jalen Hurts will be back, of course. Miles Sanders will be back. Jordan Howard will be back. So which means that we'll get Thunderbolt and Lightning. So we should have a dominant run game. we can have a dominant run game. So I
Thunderbolt.
expect,
Against the football team.
yeah, against the football team.
A dominant game against the football team.
No chase, young. Oh, what?
Thunderbolt.
Jonathan Allen,
That's a bad
double
man.
team he. We
Where's
have,
Montez? He there still?
yeah, but my lata gonna shut it down.
No. Sweat is a bad man.
Yeah, but my lata gonna shut it down. My lata, Kelsey, my lata, Jason Kelsey, Lane Johnson, Landon Dickerson. Yeah, they're road graders. We're gonna run the ball heavy.
So you're saying you're gonna control the line.
We're gonna control the line on both sides, offense
Wow.
and defense.
Wow,
On
wow,
But
both
you
wow.
know what? You know
Wow.
what? You know what's so crazy about that? Every time KG say they're gonna run the ball, right? I hear KG during the game. Why we passing the ball so much?
Right, exactly. Let us start at like next year. And sometimes the starter passing the ball and I say, "Oh shit, we ain't doing good passing the ball. We need to run the ball." Then after at the end of the game, you find out that they had what about 200 yards rushing. You know what I mean? So, like I said, he should just come out the first series, just grung and pound. But I also want this game to be Jalen Hurts coming out party. Like, you know what I mean? This is my team. This is my game. I'm coming to dominate. That's what I want to see.
Where the game being played at?
Huh? In
Where's the
Philly.
game?
In
Okay.
Philly.
Really?
Right, exactly. So I want to see Jalen Hurts come out. Yeah, it's in Philly. So I want to see Jalen Hurts come out and dominate. I want to see Jalen Hurts. I want to see the Jalen Hurts that I saw in that Denver Broncos game in this game for all 4 quarters. All 4 quarters. I want to see some dominance from the quarterback position this week. Not just running the football. I want to see him passing the football. I want to see some good throws. I want to see him throwing with anticipation. Not locking onto one receiver or locking onto one target. You know what I mean? Looking after coverages. And just being patient in the pocket. Not leaving the pocket too early. So that's what I want to see. So this is gonna be a big game, a big division game. I may even come out Saturday with the Eagles song. Boom, 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 boom.
Ah, man.
Get hype, jump up high, and follow if you lose.
Don't play too early, buddy. Don't play too early.
All right, we got see on Saturday if you still feel the same way.
Yeah.
You know, let's see on Saturday if you feel. So we got a big Actually, no. Let's talk about the Sunday night game. We owe it to the Bears fans to talk about the Sunday night game.
Where is she?
But she's not here. She's not here today. I think she's out doing some work.
That's okay. She could
Yeah, she can see it. She can look at it later.
she could look at it later. Let's talk about it a bit. Now, I was impressed.
I was impressed from Justin Fields.
Yeah, I was impressed. But you cannot get into a gun show, a gun out with freaking.
I wasn't impressed. But the reason I say I wasn't impressed because I always rated Justin Fields high. I know he could do it.
Right.
That's why it didn't impress me that he did it. The guy is a good quarterback, from Ohio State. He's a good quarterback. He was just, Nagy was poisoning him with whatever stupid play cards they got. But the guy, if you loose him out, let him do what he got to do, he's a good quarterback. So I wasn't surprised to see it. It was actually hurtful to me that he didn't have on a Panthers uniform doing it. I mean,
You gotta let
do
us
you
know.
do you think Justin Fields would have looked good against in a Panthers uniform right now with your offensive
No,
line?
no.
yes,
When you're
yes,
coaching,
yes. You want me to tell you why?
You think so?
but you got
You want me
Cam.
no, you want me to tell you why? Cam don't have the arm strength, no, which they don't realize. Right, one. And two, I guarantee if you had Justin Fields, they would have moved that pocket. They would have moved the pocket for Justin Fields. They don't do it for Sam Donald for some strange reason, and
Why?
they don't do it for Cam. I think that look, they still got this Cam Newton aura
So
that
you
he.
have you have a Doug Peterson in your locker room then.
I told you Matt Rule
That's
ain't
the
gonna
only
do it.
thing.
I told
Because
you Matt Rule.
that's the same thing Doug Peterson was doing with Carson Wentz last year. He wasn't moving
I,
the pocket.
I told you Matt Rule, you know what he doing.
So if that's the case, you got Doug Peterson inside of that locker room too.
Listen, when a line is bad, you
Yeah,
don't
you
want
gotta move the
somebody
line.
just standing up there in a
Yeah.
pocket there, bouncing, bouncing, bouncing. Because you know what they going through that quarterback head? Oh shit, when they gonna sack me? How long I got
Mhm.
here? You
Yep.
move I
Yeah, move
guarantee
the
if they
pocket.
had Justin Fields, they would have done small stuff to help him out and thing. And look, Jeff Nixon, if you look at the first drive of the game and the first drive of the second half, you would look at Jeff Nixon and say, but this guy know what he doing. But it looked like the Falcons say, "Oh, you think you're gonna do this all game? No, 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 no." And then it went away from there. We had bubble screens, we had little passes, a lot of motion.
Right.
When you got bad line, the way you make up for your bad line is do movement, do motion, move the pocket, get a ball off your hand fast, and they would have done it for Justin Fields, I guarantee it. But Donald, no, they didn't do it for Donald. Cam, they still got this Cam Newton. So Cam is his worst enemy because he feels he got to do too much because he know the line is bad. And two, the coaches ain't helping Cam with some of the play calling that they're doing. But I know for a fact, if we had Justin Fields, they would have done stuff differently. If you ever watch PJ Walker when he in the game, he got strong arm, he can move. They do different stuff for PJ Walker than what they would do for Cam and Donald. But they know that PJ Walker ain't a franchise quarterback. But you see what Justin Fields can do. We know what he can do.
Yeah, he
He
has an
just
arm.
he just
He
the
has an
Bears
arm. He
are
can
just
move.
the Bears right now. But I would never be surprised if Justin Fields threw 300 yards, 4 touchdowns, and those stuff. The guy threw almost 2 interceptions the whole season in college. The guy is a bad man. I wanted him to be on the Panthers.
But we were compared, but we were impressed with the way he managed the offense against Green
Yeah,
Bay.
against Green Bay. Yeah.
Yeah, the
And,
guy.
and
All
I
in the
mean,
first half. All in the first half. You look at Green Bay caught fire and never just took
well,
over after that.
I mean, you got Aaron Rodgers back. There's a old dirty veteran.
Yeah, but
That
the defense caught fire too.
right. That's coaching, though. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? That's coaching. You once again, you got out coached because one coach was able to make some adjustments and
But I
and,
think,
and adjust to your scheme.
but I think it's safe to say as well that the Bears defense aren't the Bears defense that we used to know what they were.
But there's no Khalil Mack.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Khalil Mack is
but
out, so
no,
you don't have to have him.
in
That's
general,
a
though, because
that's a
that
big lad.
defense.
Yeah, but Eddie Jackson ain't playing great this year neither.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's not a defense that when you had Adrian Amos, Eddie Jackson, you had Fuller,
Yeah.
then you had the linebackers, then you had like Hicks, you had Mack, you had
Yeah,
those guys.
Hakeem Hicks.
Yeah, those guys is like the older now. The defense just look tired or step
I think
slow.
Leonard Fly was on that defense as well too, right?
Yeah.
He was on it. Now they got
Yeah.
Robert Quinn. That's another
Robert
old
Quinn, yeah.
addition.
Yeah.
So it's like we know we know the Bears. They used to rely on the defense to do things for them. Now the
Why
defense
nobody want to play for Nagy.
but
Nobody want to play for Nagy.
the defense don't want the defense can't do what they used to do. And now Nagy getting exposed with his mediocre offense because now the offense got to do it, and we know the offense can't do
And
it.
they got some decent receivers on the offense too.
Look how bad
Mooney's
Allen
the
Robinson
player.
should feel now. Allen Robinson don't do nothing. He's a good
Yeah.
receiver. I guarantee
Yeah.
you put Allen Robinson on another team. No, he'd ball out.
And Daniel Mooney's a player too.
Yeah, Mooney's a
Mooney,
player.
they
Mooney's a
got
player.
they just get what his name Jakeem Grant.
Jakeem Grant.
went for a big play. They run full speed past everybody.
Yeah, that was a punt. I think a punt return.
Then you got your Montgomery, your Khalil Hubbard. The
Mm-hmm.
team isn't a bad team. It's just it's about time that we know that Nagy
Coach
needs
it.
to. Yeah,
Yeah,
we
coach.
know Nagy needs to go.
Get the speedster and Demir Boyd.
Yep. So it's like put the ball in their playmaker hands and let them go and go to walk. Well, I mean, there's gonna be a lot of. How much coaches you guys think are gonna get let go at the end of the season?
What, Nege? He's getting fired.
There you go.
Carl
Yeah.
Ruto.
Lions.
Uh,
I don't know.
Lions, yeah,
Lions coach getting fired.
he
You
might
think
go.
Campbell? You think Campbell going after 1 year?
Yeah.
Yeah. Obamaya gone.
I know.
Obamaya gone. He gone.
So how much we
The,
cost?
the Raiders need a coach.
But they're gonna
Raiders
need
need
a
a
coach. So
coach.
that's an open.
Yeah,
So,
but
okay,
that's an open spot.
That's an open
so
spot.
you got So you got the Raiders as an opening. You got Nagy the Bills. That's 2. You got Campbell 3 for the Lions.
Moya.
Moya 4 for the thing for the Jaguars. Anybody else? Zimmer gone too. Zimmer ain't come back after this year.
You think so?
I don't know.
No.
I think
But
so.
I think they run the course. They ain't gonna say them fire him. They're gonna say them mutually agree to part ways. What you
Right.
gonna see? They're gonna
Yeah,
say
that's
that
true.
they're gonna say that they
That's
mutually agree to part it. He been there like 9 years now. I think they're gonna want something fresh. They just want a fresh like
9 years, one NFC championship game, a few playoff.
yeah. They're gonna want like
Segments.
just a fresh
Yeah.
thing. That's all. They just
I
want
think
a
they need to
fresh
get an offensive coach in there, offensive minded coach in there. Cause they got some weapons on offense. Get an offensive minded coach in there, offensive minded coach in there.
You think the Texans head coach gonna go? David Culley?
I don't know. That's a weird team. That's a weird football team. I don't know. They might just keep calling.
I mean, I don't know what they do.
I don't even know if a coach. I mean, yeah, it's a NFL job, but I mean, I don't know if a coach would actually want to go there right now and coach.
But if I was a head coach, they got cap space, they got a high pick,
Yeah,
they
cap
could draft
space,
a
yeah.
they could draft the quarterback if they want, and then just go there. 'Cause if I was a new GM in head, well, they ain't gonna hire a new GM because they got the dude from the Patriots, Cesario, I think.
Yeah,
So
Who else we talking about?
the
The
Texans.
The Texans ain't enough. I don't think they're gonna fire the coach.
Culley,
Yeah, I
but he's
think
just
Culley,
a bad choice. Culley like
But
77 years old.
But Texans GM, man. If they
Yeah,
don't
but
do something, if they don't do something with Deshaun Watson,
I do
season,
believe Deshaun gone this year. 'Cause he ain't gonna stay a whole year again on the
he getting
Texans.
paid.
you getting paid. Why not?
Getting paid.
I'll take that job any day.
No.
Sit at home and make millions.
No, not him, you know. I ain't talking this from his standpoint. It's not beneficial for the Texans. That's what I mean.
That's true.
I believe the Texans gonna say the offseason needs to clarify his case so that we can trade him. Remember when he was almost on the verge of being traded to the Dolphins? Remember,
Yeah.
Stephen Ross wanted him to do a thing. Stephen Ross wanted him to do what you call it. They wanted him to do a settlement.
A settlement.
And then remember what he said. Well, if I do a settlement, it gonna make me look like I'm guilty. So he
Right.
held back. Or else he would have been on the Dolphins right now. Then at the owners meeting, David Tepper met with the Texans GM and said, "Look, we prepared to give you 3 first-round picks and whoever else players he had in for Deshaun Watson." He said, "All I want is to have us sit down with Deshaun Watson." And Deshaun Watson said, "If you sit down with me to ask me to settle, that means I'm guilty, and I'm not guilty." That was the hold up at a trade deadline. It wasn't to say that the Texans wouldn't have traded him. The
Right.
other persons wanted them to settle the suits, which
Yeah.
means some payout.
Right, exactly.
So I think that held up the trade. Or else he'd have been traded already. He just didn't want to settle like other people would do. So I think the off season, once they get more clarification from it, I think he's gone. I do believe he's gone.
Okay,
He may-
ain't nothing more to clarify on that. All this take what? It been almost a year now. If
Yeah.
that, And nothing transpired from that
I
case.
don't understand that. I really don't understand that.
I don't. It's just taking long. I don't understand.
A damn
If
witch hunt in
if the prosecutor had real evidence, the case would have already been caught. Like the prosecutor just like they're fishing for evidence, like Shane just said. It's like they're just fishing for evidence, just waiting.
Damn witch hunt. That's
Because it's almost a whole year now. April gonna make it a year.
Exactly.
I do believe he's gonna go in the half season and it's gonna help the Texans build a team. Because then if they trade him to say like the Eagles, they're gonna get at least 2 of the first round picks this year.
2 first round picks.
So that's gonna be 3 first round picks.
Right.
Right.
And then,
the Eagles right now hold the 10th and 11th spots in the draft.
Exactly.
Right so if Houston, I just had it up. Houston is what spot?
The second or third or something like that.
Okay, I'm fine. Houston is second or third.
But if you got first, and then I think the Jaguars second and Houston third.
So if you got the third, if you can get a third, the 10th, and 11th,
that's elite.
It's elite and still get a Jalen Hurts.
And you know the crazy thing about it? Somebody was saying, I was listening to the analyst again. He said, if I get the third, the 11th, 10th, and 11th, you can actually trade one of them things to get more value.
Yeah.
Right. So your team could change drastically very fast.
Right, exactly.
Once you hit on the trip, because
you have
also
wiggle room because you could actually trade your first pick, right? The third spot. You can have a draft. You could trade down, get a lot more picks for that third. Yeah. You still got 10 and 11.
Yeah. So I mean, they got a lot of stuff.
The ball in their culture because.
But Deshaun Watson also got to waive that no trade clause with the team he gonna go to.
Yeah, he will.
I don't think that's the problem because he don't want to play for the Texans, so he gonna waive it. I know he gonna waive it. And like I said, the whole up was they wanted him to do the settlement, and he said, "Nah, shit, I ain't dealing with that."
No, but he gonna waive it.
I mean, the Eagles are a team who could actually deal with that type of player and that type of what you call it, that type of player who has that type of baggage. Because we bought in Michael Vick after that the dog fighting thing and stuff like that. You know what I mean? So we have the GM, and we have the owner to deal with that type of player.
Let me tell you right now. A Deshaun Watson and a Philadelphia Eagles team is a dangerous thing.
Yeah, with the receivers that we have and tight end. Yeah, it would be a Devontae Smith in his second year, a much improved Dallas Goedert, a much improved Quez Watkins.
I will bring in a veteran wide receiver.
Yeah, veteran wide receiver. Yeah, that's why I've been saying that since the game of beginner week 1. Bringing a veteran possession wide receiver.
I would if that was to play out. And I had to trade away your 10th and 11th.
Cause we got some cap space too, you know.
Yeah, if I were to trade away, I were to trade away your 10th and 11th in Hurts and get Deshaun Watson in return.
Because if we get Deshaun Watson, players coming.
Yeah.
Players coming. So we could either pick up maybe a Devontae Adams, maybe a Chris Godwin. You know what I mean?
Yep.
So
and then
you get that with Smith, Quez, and Dallas Goedert. You have a prolific offense right there.
And then I would do with that third pick, I'll pick up a lineman.
And the offensive line? Whoo.
Yep. And then my second pick, give me a lineman.
You ready to contend?
It would elevate. You
gotta elevate the team a whole lot.
Yeah, it would elevate Charles Jackson.
He's a top 5, top 10 quarterback in this league.
And until Jimmy right here, he contract people were saying, "Hey, crazy." But you think I would let go Jimmy and take Aaron Rodgers on San Fran to run for 2 years and leave Lance behind Aaron Rodgers too? With the team that we have right now with Aaron Rodgers at the helm,
that put you guys further ahead.
It be over.
Put you guys further ahead.
I think we destroy the West.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I think you guys will shoot up. You guys will shoot up straight to the number 1 seed in the West.
Yeah.
And probably might even shoot up to number 1 seed in the whole NFC too as well.
I think that'll kill us because I think Rodgers got another 3 years under he did.
Yeah. In this NFL, if Brady could play till damn 45,
yeah.
Shit. Rodgers could play another 3-4 more years.
And with our offensive line and the way how Rodgers will get that ball out he ain't gonna take that much hits. Jimmy don't take much hits.
So
you know.
and that run game too. So I mean,
Oh,
he wouldn't have to do much. He would just have to do what he needs to do, and that's about it.
yeah, the run game immaculate, So,
Yeah.
but yeah, so then, okay, so now we got. Do we want to talk anything about the Monday night game before we get to a Thursday preview?
Well, we
I ain't
told
got
you
much.
that.
I ain't got much to talk about Monday night game.
Told you that Stafford was gonna play very well.
You don't tell me no Stafford gonna play very well. You tell me the Rams gonna win, but Stafford play fucking very well.
Stafford play good.
He played
Stafford
good.
play good.
He
Stafford
played
play
well.
Play good.
But I got a question. Everybody here to watch football. This fucking Kyler Murray train out, he back foot. Like I told somebody that I say he mechanics is the worst mechanics I've ever seen in my life. But he done chuck the fucking ball on the field and somebody gotta catch it. And somebody does catch it. That gotta be the luckiest dude I know. I watched this man make some passes last night. You hear me? Off he back foot. We will whistle the ball on the field.
Yeah.
Just whistle it. And then man just come back and make the play.
It's normally when he escapes
Scramble
the pocket.
Yeah.
It's like scramble QB drill. And it's like they do that in practice, it look like. So they actually know where to go. And he actually knows where to throw the ball and where to find his receiver. So
nonsense.
It's a scramble QB drill. Because even the commentator said yesterday, he's much better when he's outside the pocket. He's good inside the pocket.
He gotta move.
But he's better when he's outside the pocket.
He gotta move.
Yeah.
Once he moves, he's good.
Like Carson Wentz is much better outside the pocket.
And who they got this week?
Who the Cardinals?
Yeah.
In the Rams? Not Rams,
No.
in the Seahawks.
But I don't got the Lions. That's another one.
Yeah, that's
The
a
Cardinals got the Seahawks. I mean the Lions.
that's
Yeah.
a whack over here.
It's the Rams. Rams got the Seahawks.
Could be 50.
Rams got Seahawks.
Yeah.
Rams don't win that game too.
Trap game.
So Sony Michel running the ball, but I think they'll find a running back too. Sony Michel playing some good football right now. Offensive line blocking a lot better too.
Let's see.
Let me see who's in the chat so far. Shout out to 1264 Crazy, Nash Beats, and Clage for tuning in. Shout out to
Big
you
up.
guys for tuning in. But when we look at how the playoffs going so far, it's gonna be good. This is gonna be a good few weeks. And everyone,
Oh, it's gonna be good. New England
Yeah,
back in. So
yeah.
you have the villain. Everybody loves to hate New England, and we all do.
I don't think they'll go too far, but we gotta see.
Green Bay now has the number 1 seed.
no one wants to go into Green Bay and play a playoff game in that cold.
Yeah, but Brady read them last year, so I don't know.
Where was it, in Green Bay?
Yep, in Green Bay.
Yeah, in Green Bay.
And they had the
Yeah.
number 1 seed last year too.
But yeah, Brady. That's Brady.
But the only thing is that I think if Tampa Bay goes back in there again, being that they don't they're not healthy at the cornerback position, I think they lose that game.
I don't think the Bucks are Super Bowl. I don't think so.
I ain't counting Tampa Bay.
I can't name up, but I don't think they're going to Super Bowl. I think a little stiffer up there now. A little stiffer now.
I
This
think it's either Arizona
I can't say Arizona going there, but
beating them. It's either Arizona beating
come
them,
beat them.
beating Tampa Bay.
Tampa Bay is number what? 3,
Number 2.
2.
Mhm.
How they get 2? They're over Arizona now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought it's Green Bay, Arizona, then them.
It's Green Bay, Tampa Bay, then Arizona.
Wow. So that one
Yeah.
last really push them down that far.
Yep. Because they're both 6-0 at home, but Green Bay and Tampa Bay 6-0 at home. But
Mhm.
no, Green Bay and Tampa Bay is 6-0 at home, but Arizona is 3-3 at home.
Okay.
Arizona is 7 away, 7-0 at away. They're 4-1 in the division and 6-3 in the conference.
And you
So
got
we
Dallas in the East, right?
Yeah,
Dallas number 4.
Dallas number 4.
What they record? They got 9 wins, right?
Yeah, they got 9 wins.
Yeah.
9-4.
Catchable. They're still catchable.
Yeah.
Dallas could upchuck that spot. Dallas they're playing the Giants this weekend.
Yeah, they'll win that game.
Minus
They'll
10.
win that game.
Minus 10 and a half.
Dallas might win out. They will win out.
I would love to win out too.
Yeah, if you guys win out, you guys.
You're not be the Rams.
Yeah, let's solidify that playoffs. But
You ain't gonna be the Rams, KG.
You give me the ass keys. Fucking Rams. All right, so we got a Thursday night game, a big game, big divisional game.
The Chiefs don't win that game.
I ain't know.
The Chiefs are back.
I ain't know about all that.
Chiefs are back.
I ain't know about all that. I think the Chargers gonna sneak up.
I think Mahomes found his stride. He's back.
I think the Chargers.
And
Gonna sneak
Reid is calling has a much better game plan now. So the Chiefs are back.
I think the Chargers gonna sneak up. Think how about Beastin out here?
How about Beastin here? Mahomes is back again too.
What do you think, Sheila?
It's gonna be a tough game.
I'm such a
Keenan,
just-
is
I'm
Keenan
such a-
Allen gonna be back?
I'm such a yeah.
I think
he
he's
just
still
came
injured or
off
no?
of- He just came off of COVID. No, he was
Okay.
on the COVID list. I'm such a Justin Herbert fan that I just don't like to go against him. Again, I would just like to see him in the Panthers uniform.
That arm is elite, boy. Jesus Christ! That throw that he made to that fella, that touchdown when he escaped the pocket and just zing it down the field.
Yeah,
Jesus.
yeah.
I go in with the Chargers.
That's right. I think the Chargers gonna beat them too.
I'm
I
gonna
go
go
with the Chargers. Chargers by 3.
Yeah, that's the thing.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
Chargers by 3. I think it'll be a high scoring game though. 37-34.
It's just you want them to do good and then they come and do some nonsense. What?
You have Raiders Bronx Saturday.
Broncos gonna wash out Raiders.
You think so?
Broncos gonna wash out Raiders. Well, wait. The Broncos got 8 people on the COVID list, eh?
That's what I'm saying.
Jarvis Landry, Wackerman, and that shit. So it might
Mhm.
that might check me again Saturday. Check me again Saturday on that one.
And Patriots Colts.
That's a big game.
Patriots coming out of a bye week. Will Belichick shut down Jonathan Taylor?
I don't know. The problem when you shut on, you still got. I don't know. You got wait to worry about when you shut on Jonathan Taylor.
Yeah. So is he gonna come up with some crazy scheme?
Well, we gotta see. So the Chiefs playing in LA and all. So
In LA.
I
But
think
Chargers don't have no home field advantage in LA. You're gonna be full of Chiefs fans out there.
Chiefs fans don't travel that much time.
The only team that got fans in LA is the Rams. The Rams got fans in LA from way back when. But
Yeah.
the Chargers don't really have any fans in LA. Usually when you look at those games with the Chargers, it's usually the opposing team who has all the fans in the stadium.
So that's okay. So why your prediction is Thursday? Chiefs what? I say 37-34. Chargers.
I said 35-28. Chiefs.
Yeah, man, touchdown. Touchdown.
35-28.
35-28 Chiefs.
Yeah.
Okay.
That should be a
That's fair.
But I think that we should, I want us to do every time we review the whole week, give a game ball to an AFC player, give a game ball to an NFC player, and then give a trash bag to a player. See who you would pick. Who you give your game ball to in the NFC?
This week,
This week,
Yeah, who was your standout performer?
boy,
Aaron Rodgers.
Dalvin Cook.
Aaron Rodgers.
My stand-up performer in one team, one person. I give to the entire Cowboys defense. I
Yeah,
give
that's
my
good.
stand-up performer to the Cowboys defense.
I give it to Rodgers.
Who would your stand-up performer be in the NFC? AFC, sorry.
Justin Herbert.
You hold on already.
Yeah, let me check something. You said
I
that
gotta
too
check it.
fast.
Yeah,
Yeah, you
you
said that
come
too
you
fast.
come do something fast.
You just come
Shit.
out here like a.
Justin Howard.
You
Straight.
know Justin Howard. Well, I ain't know
Yeah.
all that.
Let me see.
I could go the whole Chiefs offense.
That's what I'm gonna say. The whole Chiefs offense.
But I give it to Justin Howard.
For the 8 and 9, the whole Chiefs offense.
Justin Howard for me.
So he looked like he right. I'm gonna have to give to Justin Howard.
Yeah, Justin Howard for me after bet.
Or like you guys say, you can't go around the whole Chiefs offense.
The
All
whole
right,
Chiefs offense.
who's your trash bag of the week?
AFC or NFC?
The whole
AFC.
AFC.
Who's your trash bag? Oh yeah, who's your AFC trash bag of the week?
The
The
Raiders.
whole Raiders.
The whole damn team.
The whole team.
The whole team.
Offense,
Raiders,
defense,
trash.
special teams.
Yeah.
All
Trash.
three phases.
Trash.
My trash bag of the week goes to the Jacksonville Jaguars for getting shut out.
That was that's expected.
That's expected.
No, not 0 points. Not 0. And who's your trash bag of the week for the NFC?
I'm not going Heineke. I'm not going Heineke. I'm not going to Heineke.
Waiting for somebody to say, oh, Heineke.
I'm going to Heineke.
Cincinnati special teams.
But that's your AFC trash
Yeah, the
bag.
Oh,
AFC.
sorry.
Who's your NFC trash bag?
I agree with Heineke. Heineke
I
looked
know.
horrible in that Dallas game. He was horrendous.
Who's your NFC trash bag of the week?
Ah, boy.
It ain't that hard. It begins
It's
with a
hard.
C.
And the only reason why Washington was in that game because Dak didn't play good in that game too.
It ain't that hard. The NFC trash bag of the week are the Carolina Panthers.
I going off for expectations in performance. Kyler Murray.
Okay.
Well, I'll take that.
Four picks.
Yeah, I'll take that.
Yeah.
So I think
Kyler
what
Murray.
we'll do for every week review, give out our game balls for AFC, NFC, and trash bags. I mean, I could give you the trash bag for the rest of the year. Carolina Panthers. But I'm just saying.
That's a little biased.
Okay, I could dim it down. Matt Rule. You want me to get it a little smaller?
The same thing. So we got NFC trash bag of the week is Heineke, Kyler Murray, and the Carolina Panthers.
Yep.
Yeah.
AFC trash bag of the week is the Raiders, and she just said the Jaguars.
Jaguars.
The NFC player of the week.
Rodgers.
That's what I say. You say Rodgers.
Yeah.
What
She
is
just
it?
say the entire Dallas defense.
He said that
Yep.
that's defense.
Entire Dallas defense.
And they said, what is that they say?
Dalvin Cook.
Dalvin Cook.
Dalvin Cook.
That boy crazy. And
That's
the AFC player of the week,
Justin Howard
Herbert.
I say
and
Justin
the
Howard,
Kansas City Chiefs.
and I say the Kansas City Chiefs. Our whole offense. Okay.
So that's what we'll do every Tuesday. Give up our game bars and trash bags. Cause there's a lot of trash going around these days.
I gotta make some emojis with that. So we kind of
Yeah.
yeah.
Get a big to make the bag stay emoji.
You know what I mean?
I should get a small little dumpster here. And just
And light it on fire.
take a name, put it in, then throw it in the dumpster.
Yeah. All right, so we got. Oh, Sheila, you gotta make your pick for Thursday game. I said I got Chargers. I got Chargers 34, 30, I mean 37, 34. Casey said Chiefs 35, 28.
I said Chargers 27-24.
Oh, that's not a bad pick. That's not a bad score neither.
I think that low scoring.
That
Low
game
scoring.
always comes down. Yeah, but they know each other. So I don't think it'll be in the 30s. But that game always comes down to close. So I'll go 27-24 Chargers. I'll give this one to Justin Howard. He has to do it. He has to do it. So
All right.
27-24, and then by the time we come on, the fourth Saturday game would have done. We played. Who's that? Who's the fourth Saturday game?
Raiders and Browns.
Raiders and Bronx.
What's your prediction?
Bronx.
What is score?
I got the Bronx 28-14.
How many players they have on COVID?
8.
On defense or offense?
All around. Jarvis Landry got hit.
And you going Bronx still 27-14?
But I need to
28-14?
rethink. I need to rethink that.
Yeah, that's what he's saying.
I need to rethink that. Hey, let me look at the list. Let me look at the list of the players. Bronx on COVID list. Jarvis Landry. Who that is?
Austin Hooper.
Wyatt Taylor.
Yeah, Austin Hooper.
Tack McKinley. Jojo Natson. Drew Fobbs. A reserve Titan. So the wide receiver, offensive guard, tight end, and left tackle.
I'm gonna go with the Raiders.
What's your
I'm
score?
gonna go with the Raiders in a low scoring game. Like I'm gonna go with 20-13.
I can go to Raiders.
20-13 Raiders.
I got backtrack and go to Raiders 21-7.
20-13 Raiders.
21-7.
Where the game played?
Cleveland.
Cleveland.
With you losing your offensive guard and left tackle, yeah.
And your number one receiver.
Ain't no more receiver.
And your tight end.
21-7 Bronx. 21-17, sorry, Bronx.
You think Chubb gonna carry the rock that high?
I just say 21-17 Bronx.
I think Ngakwe and what's his name? Crosby.
Mm.
They have a big game.
I don't know, you know.
Ngakwe
The Raiders pass rushing in slouchish there, and
yeah, but now with you losing your left tackle and offensive guard, yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Crosby and Ting and go off.
Great.
Yeah, I still going 27, 21-7.
Now the second game, we're gonna be on for that one. Patriots in a Colts, so we'll be on for that one. So we can
But we still need to get by the time 9 o'clock, 8 o'clock. I think that game will start already. So what would the prediction be still?
I say Colts. Again with the Colts. 28-21.
You know I can't bet against the
Wentz.
Carson Wentz and Frank Reich. So I going Colts. 33
Wow.
to 20
Wow. I guess Belichick.
against Belichick.
If it's one thing we know, Belichick will make you go to your secondary game plan. He shuts down your offensive threat. So I'm going to go Patriots 28-21.
All right.
28-21.
Bets guy. We'll see on Saturday.
Somebody write these down?
Let me go ahead. Let me write them down now.
We need to write down our scores and predictions.
Let me find my notepad.
Write these down. I too busy playing 2K.
Look at you.
27-21. 28-21, sorry.
Okay, so Pats versus Colts. KG say Colts 33
to 20.
20. I got Colts 28-21. See, they got
I
check.
go 28-20. What a game playing in New England or in the
Yeah,
United?
Indy.
plus.
28-24 New England.
All right, and the Raiders and the Browns.
Actually,
Yeah.
change one thing for me. Not from
Yeah.
28. Change put 27. Because I think Mac Jones gonna kick some field goal. I mean, they're gonna go to some field goal. So 27,
All right.
27, 21, 24.
KG, you say the Raiders
20-13.
20-13.
Mm.
I say the Raiders 21-7. Treat it. You say what? Bronx?
Wrong 21-17.
All right. Today, no lies can tell it.
Yeah,
No
because
lies can tell.
KG like to lie a lot.
All right, so we can see each other back here on Saturday. We'll talk a little bit about the Thursday game. That's a big game. We'll talk about a little bit about that Thursday game. We'll talk about the 4:30 Saturday game between the Bronx and the Raiders. We'll while the game is going on between the Colts and the Pats, we'll make our predictions for the Sunday and the Monday night game. And talk about everybody team playing this week. So we'll talk about
Yeah, we talk
all
about
the teams.
the Sunday games.
Trini, we will talk about the Panthers.
The Panthers as well.
You don't need to.
They're playing the Bills. They are playing Big Dick Josh.
So say you're gonna talk about the Bills. You don't need to talk about the Panthers.
No, we can talk about the Panthers as well, Father. We can't have the show. You have the Panthers. We have to talk about the Panthers.
Hold on. Now, let me show you how I'll come in. Hold on. Hold on just a second.
Cause you think he passed out and calling. I'm listening to Tony Moff. We got on here. Our insurance. Our insurance.
Carl Rodney. You have a Carl Rodney in Deron accent to that EpiPen.
Our insurance don't cover shipments, eh?
I know, right?
We're not responsible for anything that Shreya is doing here. Kids don't try this at home.
What is? I gotta hide my whole face talking about the Panthers. Nobody see who they is talking about the Panthers, about how them love the Panthers and this and that. I come and hide my whole face.
All right, man. Hopefully, you don't have to wear it Sunday.
No, we will.
Okay, I think the Bills never come out. I mean, we've been saying it, but I think they're gonna come out pissy hot. Pissy.
Well, the thing about it is, we got a number 2 ranked pass defense, and the Bills can't run the ball, but we can't hold the run. So something gotta give in that game. But I do believe that offense will mess it up for us. So let's see what happens. It could be an interesting game. The only interest I need to see is our draft stock going higher, but that's about it. Outside of
Do
the draft stock,
you expect it to be a competitive game?
I do up to 3 quarters.
Okay.
4th quarter will be tired.
You think I'll be competitive? I don't think I'll be competitive at all.
No, I do. Well, okay. Well, give me a score difference that you call up to competitive.
2.5 scores up, easy.
That's competitive, or that's not?
No, that's not competitive. I think the Bills are gonna go.
So if they go by 17, that's
Yeah,
over.
yeah. Mark it off.
What about 2 touchdowns? That's competitive still.
I said 2 touchdowns still competitive.
Okay, I think it wouldn't go no further than that. They won't. The Panthers' defense isn't the problem. It's the offense, but I do believe it wouldn't get out of hand like that until, like I said, until the 4th quarter.
The Bills will have a different game. So
all I want to know who CJ Henderson got in, because that's who gonna murder. They're gonna kill him. If he
No,
got
no,
it,
no.
if he got it, Diggs, mark it
Now
up.
he gonna be on
No,
Diggs.
remember,
Gilmore gonna be
they're
on Diggs.
gonna put Gilmore on Diggs.
Yeah, Gilmore gonna be on Diggs.
So he got it, Emmanuel Sanders.
You got AJ Bouye. He might even play because we got Keith Taylor and AJ
Oh, okay.
Bouye.
Just
So he
checking.
only played 12 snaps after he benching. So we still got good corners in. That's not a problem. The problem was ours all run game. And the Bills don't run the ball good. So that's what I'm saying. Something's gonna have to add up. So we don't have to stress that much on the run game. But again, you still got a gunslinger like Josh Allen there. Let's see how the game again. This game is gonna come down to the coaching, but we'll get into that on Saturday. We'll get into that on Saturday.
All right.
All right.
So before she did pass out, we're gonna go ahead and sign off. And we check you out back on Saturday, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
Yep.
8 p.m. sharp.
Keep
All right.
pounding, guys. Keep pounding.
You ain't keep pounding.
Boom,
You
boom,
ready?
boom, boom. Keep flying, baby.
All right, guys. Take it easy.
All right.
All right.
Bye-bye.
Yeah.